So what? You thought you got rid of me, huh? Didn't you? Well, you were wrong. Because I'm back, looking more ridiculous than ever. And now, I'm gonna give you some news. So I know I'm covering this a little late compared to other YouTubers, but recently, an issue with the new iPhone XS and the new X series phones have an issue was fixed with them where they would not charge properly if the phone was in sleep mode or anything like that, and it would also have connection issues with Wi-Fi and cellular. So those issues have been resolved, but it was not until there was a really big outcry. Of course, this could have just been because it took them that long, and that's actually 100% reasonable. But, you know, people will blow it out of proportion, and it was blown out of proportion a little bit. But it was something that definitely needed to be fixed. So, guys, we got some more Eminem news. A Eminem produced film is coming out on November 28th for YouTube Premium. So that's going to be a new Eminem movie. You guys can see the trailer. I'm not going to show it here because I don't want my video to be claimed by any company. So you guys can just go watch it. So I'm sure by now you've all seen the new Shane Dawson series or heard about it, about Jake Paul and the real life of Jake Paul and stuff like that. It's pretty much this big meme because Shane Dawson just was really dramatic about a lot of stuff that was like really, it was just really stupid. And I like watching some of his videos, but it was getting really kind of ridiculous in those videos. So I definitely did not watch. Plus, it's a really long series, and I feel like it's really just milked for the views. Him and Jake are making a lot of money off of this thing. I mean, how much money do you need? Jake Paul just got a bunch of money from his fight, and now he's gonna get a bunch of money from this thing with Shane Dawson. So, just a lot of over dramatic stuff in it. But yeah, it's kind of like a big meme, and it's not very good. But like, if this thing had a rating system, I would probably get it like, I'd give it like a 3 out of 5. Pretty bad. No, that's good. 3 out of 5 is good. 3 out of 10. I'd give it a 3 out of 10. Do you think I could bring wearing your hat like this, like make it cool? MTV just launched a new Jersey Shore YouTube channel. It's going to have Snooki. Um, it's going to have some more new shows like we needed them. So The Room got added onto YouTube 3 weeks ago. Oh, it is free. It's free. And the whole thing is on YouTube. So, some more news involving XS, the iPhone stuff. So, if you have one of the new iPhones, YouTube has added HDR support while you're watching YouTube. But they still don't have 4K. So, for instance, this video is in 4K. You can't watch it in 4K. So, this, you can't even see my head because it's cropped in so much. This is something you didn't see coming. Or if you did, good on you. You guys have probably heard about BetterHelp about 1 billion times from all kinds of different YouTubers because they've been sponsored by it, and they basically get a certain amount of money for each person who joins BetterHelp through their affiliate link or using their code or whatever. So the thing about BetterHelp is it's for mentally unstable people, kind of. It's basically like you go get help for whatever you have or, whatever you need help with. And it's supposed to be like helpful. They provide you with a counselor. pretty much BetterHelp provides you with like a counselor, and they help you like that, and it's supposedly way cheaper than actually getting counseling. But the thing about BetterHelp is that they are not responsible for if the counselor is actually qualified. They say that that is your job. They basically all they do, and you can watch PewDiePie's video on this to get way more information about it. But basically, they you give them money, and then they give someone else some of that money to help you. But a lot of people say that it's just super sketchy and that it didn't help them at all, and that they got ripped off and all the reviews are fake and stuff like that. So it's like a really big thing right now. So do not use BetterHelp. Call something like a hotline or go to an actual therapist if you need mental help. Do not go to BetterHelp because they are not going to take care of you there. And I know it's kind of like most people are saying it didn't help them. Some people say it did, but for the most part, I would not trust it. So please do not put your mental health on the line with BetterHelp. Go with someone who's actually reliable. So YouTube has a new rule to their partnership program. Basically, it cracks down on what they call duplicative content. So basically, on paper, it sounds good, sort of, but in practice, I don't think it will be so good. Basically, so if your content appears to be automatically generated, or if it appears to be a duplicate of something else that's been uploaded and you're not the original source, then you will get taken down and you'll basically have a strike against you. You don't get many strikes, that's for sure, and they'll erase your channel. They'll completely remove it, which is really, I'll tell you why that's bad. So basically, if you have some content on your video where you're like reviewing something and you're adding your own content to it, YouTube says that you won't get YouTube says that you shouldn't get a strike, but they say you can still get a strike because it could still violate their community guidelines. So basically, if you're using content that someone else uploaded and you're, say, a reviewer, right? So you're reviewing like a trailer or something. If the YouTube algorithm just doesn't like the amount of, if it just doesn't think there's enough third-party content in with that, then they'll completely strike you. And you can either get the set amount of strikes, or you might even just have your channel deleted. So this is kind of like, I don't know, it feels like YouTube is not a safe place, and it just keeps getting worse. Like YouTube, basically, it's kind of impossible for you to start anew on YouTube. The creator can still upload the content, but if the algorithm doesn't like the amount of fair use versus the licensed stuff versus your commentary or your critiquing or your educating or whatever you do, basically it'll strike you. It's not like a person that's gonna do it. There's not like people that are gonna flag it. It's just the algorithm's gonna do it, and we all know the YouTube algorithm is not very good. But the good news is, if you're kicked out of the YouTube partnership program, you can reapply within 30 days. If your channel still stands, because they will remove your channel in certain circumstances. So I don't know, the algorithm's not really trustworthy. So when stuff like that happens, it's like, so basically fair use is usually, say for songs, for instance, it's like 15 to 30 seconds in a video, and then you can use, as long as you don't have more than that, you're good. But YouTube doesn't really treat it like that anymore. So basically, you have like over 5 seconds of a song, and it can recognize that is the song. It'll send an alert to whoever actually owns that content, and they'll basically just like instantly copy strike it. Instantly monetize your video, and all the ad revenue will go straight to the owner of the 12 seconds of audio. That doesn't even include video. If it's just 15 seconds of audio, the money will all go to them for your 10, 30, 5-minute video, whatever your video is. All that money is going to go to them, even though you use 12 seconds of their audio, which is ridiculous. So YouTube really, not just YouTube, but YouTube and other creators really urge you not to use copyrighted content, especially as far as music goes, because the algorithm will pick it up like that, and you'll instantly get copy strikes, and your video will be either you already have it monetized or it will be monetized, and all the revenue will go straight to that owner or the company, whatever, that owns the audio or video clip that you used. So it's really like testy, and now it's much worse. The algorithm's actively looking for duplicative content. So basically, when a new trailer comes out and you go to review it, there's a chance that you could get copy striked, or your channel could be removed, or you could be removed from the YouTube partnership program. So it's really like kind of high stakes now. And I get that they're pushing towards people making original content, even if it's just you're basically building on top of something else, like for a review or a like a breakdown or anything like that. But it's kind of like pushing it, you know. I get that they want people to be creative, but it's just their algorithm's never reliable. So it's not trustworthy. No one is really going to trust this thing. Like, it really pushes you away from the entire site as a content creator, and it kind of makes you like think, should I just jump ship, go somewhere else? Is it even worth it? All kinds of stuff like that. And of course, YouTube doesn't want you to think like that, because they want more content creators to bring more ads and ad revenue in, because YouTube makes money off of that. So it feels like they're kind of self-sabotaging, which I don't know. I mean, it really, really feels like that. So hopefully it's not as bad as it seems, but right now this seems like it's going to be something insane. And I am definitely, I don't think a lot of people are ready for it, because there's a lot of people, especially this coming right after the EU banning memes, which is, it sounds ridiculous, but yes, an actual government banned memes from their country. Not even kidding. It's more complicated than that. I wouldn't believe Facebook's actually dominating YouTube as far as ad revenue for video views goes. So if you're a content creator, and after all the stuff YouTube keeps pulling, there's some really specific stuff that they keep doing. But as a whole, YouTube is kind of squeezing the life out of their creators. They're really just not taking care of them, you know. So basically, I mean, that's why you'll see a lot of like YouTubers who are gamers and stuff like that. They've actually moved over to Facebook, and they'll live stream, or they'll just straight up upload to Facebook, because for one, they have more ads, they get more money for the ads, and they still get tons of views on Facebook. It's kind of hard to believe, but you know, a lot of people are actually starting to go to Facebook for video. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.